so go yourself. Ow, ow. I would really like to see you try to win me over. If this is making me confused, it must really, really mess me up. You got yourself someone new who's not for you. You're not worth it, but I can help myself again and keep thinking of you. You love me, no forgiving, no forgetting, but I keep missing you. I can't let go, I can't let go. I can't get you out of my head. Can you just try to come back? Because I keep missing you. You're not worth it, but I can help myself again and keep thinking of you. You're not worth it, but I can help myself again and keep thinking of you. I can't let go, You love me, no forgiving, no forgetting, but I keep missing you. I can't let go, You're not worth it, but I can help myself again and keep thinking of you. I can't let go, You love me, no forgiving, no forgetting, but I keep missing you. I can't let go.
Hey, yeah. If we only could talk just a little, find a place where the past is forgiven. You moved on, I am stuck in the middle. Tried to run, but there's nowhere to go. Even in my sleep, I'm calling out your name, but I never wanted things to be this way, this way. I'm trying to give up my eyes. I don't admit I want you back. No matter what I say, still you know I do miss you. I do miss you. Holding hands, smell your hair for a second, just like I used to do, girl, what happened? In my dreams, all I see is the caption. Tried to run, but there's nowhere to go. Even in my sleep, I'm calling out your name, but I never wanted things to be this way, this way. I'm trying to give up my eyes. I don't admit I want you back. No matter what I say, still you know I do miss you. I do miss you. I do miss you, yeah. Sometimes I wish that I never met you. It's so hard, so damn hard to forget you. And no words could explain how I miss you. Girl, I do. I'm trying to give up my eyes. I don't admit I want you back. No matter what I say, still you know I do miss you. I'm trying to give up my eyes. I don't admit I want you back. No matter what I say, still you know
sun, it's Christmas. The fire crackling gently all the while. Snow is falling down. Guess everything's just right. But I'll be wishing you were here with me. Everywhere I go, it's Christmas. Our town filled with wonder and delight. The season to rejoice brings everybody close. But I'll be missing you right next to me. Feels kinda lonely when you're a million miles away. But maybe there's a star to lead the way. 'Cause I wanna hold you when Santa's coming around, and kiss you right beneath that mistletoe. Some goodwill to this man, since now I got my wishes down to one. Oh, so check out my list, 'cause I've already got it done. I only pray that you were here with me. I wish that you were right here next to me.
I'm getting chills when they tell me you're not yourself. Trying to move, but it's hard, I'm out of breath. Nothing belongs to you in life. Oh, the picture of you cuts like a knife. Whatever they call us, whatever they'll do, they're running in circles, circle of fools. Whatever we will miss, got nothing to prove. But in the dark I'm starting to. Whatever they call us, whatever they'll do, we're running together, I'll be here for you. Whatever we will miss, we find something new. But in the dark I'm starting to. I'm missing what's you. I see your face, your mouth looks like mine. Pretend to dream, surrounded by ghosts in white. And nothing belongs to you in life. Oh, the picture of you cuts like a knife. Whatever they call us, whatever they'll do, they're running in circles, circle of fools. Whatever we will miss, got nothing to prove. But in the dark I'm starting to. Whatever they call us, whatever they'll do, we're running together, I'll be here for you. Whatever we will miss, we find something new. But in the dark I wish you would be right here with me. My mind is filled with pictures of when we used to dance, but now I don't know where you are. I miss you so bad, won't you come back to me? I've got you in my head, you're all that I see. I've lost all my chances, I know that I am too late. I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, now it's too late. I'm out of time, but I'm still thinking of you. My heart keeps on bleeding, I have scars, the ones not healing. They're all there because of you. It's my fault, I messed it up and I should have treated you much better, so much better. I miss you so bad, won't you come back to me? I've got you in my head, you're all that I see. I've lost all my chances, I know that I am too late. I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, I know it's too late. I'm out of time, but I'm still thinking of you. Tick-tock.
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, 'cause I'm not tired. I'm thinking about the days we used to shine when we were young. I told you that we should start a band and reach for the sky. It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside, and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you. Miss you. Miss you.
And with that, we are live. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Atomic Peanut Butter Presents, a very special holiday special. I shouldn't have used special. I should have used another word. Let's take two.
Special.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our holiday special, The Search for Will. I am Adam. I am your game master for tonight's festivities. I'm not your dungeon master because we're not going to play D&D. We're going to go searching for Will in real fake terms.
Now, I do have a lot of will, though. I have a lot of
You do.
willpower and
He
a lot of,
does.
yeah, so we've already found it. So.
All right. Well, good night, guys. Happy holidays. Thank you for joining.
I'm looking for the will to live. So this is
That's also a reason. You're not the first person to say that on this stream. That's why out of 27 people that have gone through the streams over 8 years on this channel and Wicked Studios, only 4 remain. Anyway, you can catch us whenever we bother to play, of course, on Twitch and YouTube /Atomic Peanut Butter Group. For some reason, we still stream to Will's Facebook page, which is Wicked Studios 11. It's Wicked Studios 11 because, of course, the first 10 are all porn sites. Then, for our Dragonlance game, which, again, we're not playing tonight, but we'll be back after the new year, you can search for us wherever you listen to podcasts by searching for Dragonlance Chronicles until, of course, the cease and desist. Now, I got some news. Just our Spotify numbers this year, 2024, 350 people had us in their top 10 podcast. 215 of those were in the top 5, and 59 very sad and lonely people have us at number 1 on the number 1 podcast.
Wow.
Those are some happy bots.
God damn it, Michael. You're ruining Christmas.
Did I say that out loud again?
I can recommend a good therapist for those people if they need help.
I was excited for a little while. Now I'm sad, and now I'm also sad because I'm remembering that Will isn't here. But anyway, let's get to it because it's already late. Unsurprisingly, antecedently on Atomic Peanut Butter Group, more than 6 years ago, I think it was actually more than that. It might be closer to 8, but 6 years ago, Will.DM started a D&D Twitch stream with his old virtual pal Adam on Will's Twitch channel, Wicked Studios LLC. The reason he put the LLC again is because of the porn company. Over the years, look him up later. Just don't do it now. It's going to really freak you out if you're watching porn and us at the same time. It's going to give you're going to have this thinking about a therapist.
Don't want to cross those
you're
neurons.
absolutely going to need a therapist after that.
Show him your hand.
You can't see him yet. You can only see me. We're easing into the rest of you for the holidays. Over the years, the channel hosted 17 different campaigns and one-shots, totaling 365 episodes. 27 different players played in those games, many in multiple games. New and old friends played a variety of tabletop RPGs together. Will.DM, as his moniker implies, was the DM for most of those games. After a couple of years, Adam decided to DM a Dragonlance campaign, the longest-running campaign of Dragonlance history, as far as I know. With his friends, Will.DM, renamed Will.Playa, among the group that included Adam's oldest friends, Gaz and Kemchan, his BFF Cody, and the enigmatic Jason. Over time, Jason and Cody left the game for various reasons, unimportant to this antecedently on. Original Wicked Studios player Michael, from such games as Return to the Bandit Kingdoms and Greyhawk Adventures, made his triumphant return to streaming in their absence, and for a while things were good, although the departed players were missed. Over time, Will.DM decided to stop DMing games for the stream, and the channel was turned over to Adam's Atomic Peanut Butter Group, and Will worked on other creative RPG projects. One day, out of nowhere, Will decided to leave the Dragonlance stream, never to be seen or heard from again, breaking Adam's heart in the process. Prologue. It's Christmas Eve, and a lone figure walks down a Christmas light-lined street in Denver. Snow falls, and the man curses as he tries warming his hands by blowing into them. As he trudges on, he sees a woman of unremarkable averageness, making it unnecessary for me to describe her. Stride up to him on a pair of cross-country skis, which, as we all know, is how people get around in Colorado. "You must not be from around here," the woman says to the shivering man. "How can you tell?" he asks. She points to her skis, and the man nods understandingly as he looks down at his own feet, clad in Adidas running shoes. "You lost?" she asks him. "Sort of. I'm looking for someone," he replies, adjusting his hood in a failed attempt to keep the snow and wind from freezing his delicate out-of-state neck and face. "Maybe you can help me find him." "Maybe. What's his name?" "Will.Playa," the man says, choking up a bit as he says the name. "You might also know him as Will.DM. The woman thinks for a moment. "You mean Giant Stomp?" "Son of a bitch, the man mutters back. No one calls him that! Round here they do, she shrugs. You know where to find him? The man asks, not quite believing his good fortune. Of course, the woman replies. Everyone knows everyone here in small-town Denver. So it's not that he's famous or special? The man asks, a bit surprised. Not really, the woman replies, shrugging again. Shrugging is apparently her thing, her one distinct character trait. Well, he is to me, the man says, just above a whisper as he starts to head off. Mister, wait, the woman calls to him. He stops and asks, yeah, what is it? You're ruining my dramatic exit. Oh, yeah, I haven't told you where he lives yet, she reminds him. Oh, yeah. I say, not her. I fucked up the line. He concedes and she gives him directions to Will.Playa's apartment. He turns to leave again, and again the woman calls out, Mister, Jesus Christ, he says, annoyed. What? Sheepishly she asks, what's your name, anyway? The man stops, turns, pulls down his hood so that the woman can see his face that looks just like mine, because it's me. I'm the man in the prologue. You can call me Adam, I announce, and I'm the game master for tonight's adventure. I don't know what that means, the woman admits. What the fuck, I ask. Don't you have a Twitch or YouTube? If either of you would like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you. I add, breaking the fourth wall and looking directly into the camera. Who are you talking to? She asks me. Forget it, I say, throwing back up my hood. But check out Atomic Peanut Butter Group to watch the longest-running single Dragonlance campaign on the interwebs. Or if you're an audiophile, search for Dragonlance Chronicles wherever you listen to podcasts. I ask as I walk away. I didn't understand any of that, she says to me. I keep walking. Some NPCs don't know when to shut the fuck up. Not long after, I arrive at Will's apartment. I knock and no one answers. I didn't expect otherwise, but I'm nothing if not polite. The door is locked, but as I am a master of unlocking, I am in within minutes. The place is nice, if understated. Although I'm surprised that someone who loves Moorcock so much, I don't see any of his books anywhere in the apartment. As I figured, the apartment is empty and has been for some time. Shit, I mumble to myself as I continue to search the place for any clues as to where my D&D wife has gone. Then, I see it. On the kitchen table are the remains of a tabletop RPG game, abandoned mid-session. I look at the names on the character sheets. Grace, Dylan, Uncle Tony, shit, and Cody. They never played with the Wednesday night group, so I wasn't expecting that. Although with Jason, Jarrah, Steve, Steven, and Wes also gone, I suppose it was inevitable that they would go looking for them. There is one rule book on the table, and because Will hates WotC and Hasbro and capitalism, it's not the Player's Handbook or the Dungeon Master's Guide. It's a large leather-bound tome with the word die etched into it. Next to it is a box of polyhedron dice, although some are missing. I pack up the book and dice and leave the apartment. As I wait for the Uber to pick me up and take me to the airport and more civilized lands of New York, the realization of what I need to do starts to sink in. Gaz and Kem-Chen are likely to be unreachable this time of year, but the others hopefully will be available. Well, probably not Chuck, since I'm starting to think he's only a collective figment of our imagination anyway. Although, more research is needed. I hope they forgive me for what I'm about to do to them. I hope they understand the reason why. It's not just whim that drives me to take the risk. It's the search for Will. And that is where we begin tonight's adventure. Let's introduce the rest of the group. Wow, that's loud, as I put on too loud music. There we go. Let's start with Michael.
Hey, I'm Michael, and I am playing this game, and I don't know what I'm doing or any of the rules, which is very interesting. So,
you're going to learn the rules when you...
I'm going to learn them as we go, and which is a very unique thing.
It's called fun. The fun is the word you're looking for.
Fun!
There you go. There you go.
I'll have fun not knowing what I'm doing.
Yes, that's the spirit. That's the holiday spirit. It has finally filled your cruel black heart.
Oh, okay. Is that what that's called? Okay.
Let's move on to Sedge. Hey, Sedge.
Howdy. Pretty much just same situation, except I'm prepared to have fun.
There you go. See?
Hey, I'm wearing a fun, sparkly hat.
Yeah, but the only reason you're wearing that is because Sedge came in with one.
Yeah, well.
It was the hat envy.
It was absolute hat envy. And then last but certainly not least, a introduction to the Atomic Peanut Butter Group. And because we love bringing on brothers onto this stream, except for my brother, he was never going to play with me. And that's maybe the next holiday special. But we're not going to talk about that tonight. Let's introduce Tyler Prime.
Hi, Adam. Hi, Internet. I, too, am ready to have fun.
And Tyler, while he doesn't play with us on Friday nights, plays with us on our super secret personal home game on Sundays, which, again, is none of your business, Internet.
And I
Well,
think
thank you to stay out of our
Tyler,
personal affairs.
I was gonna say, I think Tyler, other than Adam and me, wasn't he the first one that we brought in after the two of us met online? So yeah,
Tyler was a quick number 3.
So there we go. He's an old timer.
We're going back
There's
like
like
8
two
and a
other
half,
people,
almost-
and one of them never showed up.
Yeah, the guy who actually started the thread on Facebook looking for a D&D group online never actually showed up, but got the rest of us together. And you know what? That's what Christmas is all about. Backing out of plans, but still bringing people together. So, you all get a text from me saying that we're going to have a special RPG game. We need to play it in person, though. No more internets, face to face. We're going to hug. I'm going to probably kiss you on the lips at some point. Maybe around New Year's, though, not for Christmas. This is a 2-parter, by the way. But you never know. I have mistletoe all over the house. I really
don't have to pack my mistletoe. Though.
Yeah. Ever since COVID, though, nobody comes over. But anyway, moving on. So you all get on your various planes. I pick you up from the airport. And
Private planes, of course, that you sent to get us.
Yes, I sent you my private plane. So I pick you.
The peanuts were extra. It was really uncool.
Yeah, it lands. Yeah, the problem is most of it was blocked off, so you wouldn't mess it up. So you each just had one seat.
Couldn't even sit on the rotating bed.
Close to the front, no. And there were guards posted. Even the restroom was you were not allowed to use that.
No, that was the only way to get water. The Perrier was off limits. We had to splash it from the little bathroom into our mouths.
But other than that, it was a nice flight. No delays. You land in MacArthur Airport on Long Island. I pick you up in my limo, as I would.
As is tradition on Long Island.
Yeah, and you notice, though, that Michael and Sedge, that Tyler is here and not Kem-chan or Gary.
Hey, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's
You
cold.
didn't notice him on the plane, apparently.
No, I was too busy, being kept away from everything to notice who else was on
Tyler
the
was
plane.
hiding at the bathroom drinking water.
I was too busy
Tired.
trying to get a drink
When
fitting
they
under
put
my
that
mouth
black
underneath
bag
the
over
faucet
my
the whole
head.
time. It's difficult
That
to
was for your
socialize.
own safety. I don't really want you guys knowing exactly where I live, so you're gonna have to put them back on before we head out of here.
These back on.
Okay,
Don't
I
worry,
have
it's only like a
GPS
20-minute
built into
ride.
my watch, so
It's
figure
damn
it
this
out.
technology.
Did you guys know it was going to be this cold in New York in December?
It's warm for Michael.
yeah, it probably is.
What's
Although it's
I
supposed to
don't know.
be, in the 40s this weekend, so strange.
Yeah, tropical. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the weather is here, but I also don't care. So, 20 minutes later, we pull into a driveway. We stop. I allow you to take the bags off of your head, so you don't trip getting into the house, because that could be a lawsuit. So we go in, and the house is there's no Christmas decorations except for an unholy amount of mistletoe just hanging everywhere.
Somehow I'm not in the
course.
least bit
You
surprised.
can't get around it. It's weird. Like it's
And what it
weird.
is Adam and his dog walk around together,
And we just
and
make out.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind
Put
of
some chapstick on just in case.
Yeah. See how the night goes. So I say, I hate to just get into it, but we're already running a little bit late. So why don't we play this? But we're not going to play D&D.
Well, I guess I don't put my stuff away. Then.
I'm out.
No, well, you can't.
Yeah,
That's why I made you
that
come
wasn't
here.
in the plane ticket, man.
Right.
Like,
Because I know, look, it's always hard to get people to play these games. People don't show up. People have babies and are gone for months for some reason. Whatever. Look what happened to Will. He just disappeared one day. He said he wasn't mad, but I still don't believe him.
Well, Gary was on my game, and he had a baby, and he was gone for years.
Yeah, and you haven't seen him until Friday nights, and even now
Yeah,
he's
and all
hit
of
or
a sudden,
miss.
over here. So.
Look at Chuck. We invited Chuck to play the game. Tyler has almost as many episodes under his belt as Chuck does. And Chuck's been playing since April.
now, hold on a minute. You didn't invite us up here to play your homebrew My Little Pony fanfic game that you've been trying to pitch us on for years. did you?
Originally, yes. However, I came upon a very interesting game. And it's called Die.
Oh God, he's gonna kill us.
No.
God.
I hope not. And I pull out this big tome, leather-covered tome, that again just has one word, Die, D-I-E, all capital letters etched into the leather. And I say I've already have characters for you. They're called paragons in this, though. And each of you has a different paragon. And I should probably also add that it might get a little weird. But just go with it. Just go with it. And I think, though, by playing this game, we may actually figure out where Will.Playa went.
I doubt it.
No, I'm serious. It's literally on page 1 of the book.
I didn't know that was his legal name.
Yeah, he changed it.
I was curious what his last name was. I wasn't sure how to pronounce it. I had no idea
it's pronounced .Playa. Yeah.
Playa.
Interesting. And
It's
to be
Belgian.
fair, we all knew this game was going to get weird when we walked in and saw the mistletoe. So
Oh, that's not for the game.
I'll
That's for my own personal use.
have to invite some more people over later then.
Oops. I guess I could.
we got lost in the mail.
Yeah. I
Where's
guess
the punch?
they just couldn't show.
No, so you expect us to find Will by playing
Yes.
a RPG?
And I should probably explain a little bit more. I went to Denver. You know the small town in Colorado?
Yeah, did you bring your cross-country skis?
No, nobody told me about the cross-country skis. How did you know about the cross-country? I wish I would
I
have
live
known
in
that.
Colorado. I have
That's true.
like
I should have
2 days
asked
to get
you.
around.
Tyler lived there, right?
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Anyway, no, I did not know about the cross-country skis, and it was a little embarrassing for me, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't there long, though, but I went to Will's apartment, and it was gone. He was gone. Everything in it was empty, but he was playing a game along with his Wednesday night crew. Grace, Dylan, Uncle Tony, and also Cody, who you don't know any of these people, Tyler, but Michael.
I didn't know Will had other friends.
That was mean. And uncalled for, on the holidays especially. This is what happens when nobody else is around on this Friday before Christmas.
But yeah, I'm familiar with some of those names.
Yeah, but they disappeared. They're gone. Like, when was the last time you saw Cody?
It's been a long, and I know what, I've missed them. It's
me
it's
too.
been a long time. Yeah.
How do you know they disappeared? How long did you wait for him in the apartment?
30, 45 seconds. Enough time to know that they were gone. And and never coming back.
Checks out.
And
That meets the criteria of a thorough search, I think.
Did you check the bathroom at least? Make sure that they weren't like all lined up waiting to get in there or something?
No. But one could safely assume that wasn't the case. And look, I did as much research on this as I did discovering that we are the longest running Dragonlance single campaign on the interwebs.
No, so you did your due diligence then.
Exactly.
Yeah. The Guinness Book of World Records has acknowledged that Will is missing then.
Sure. If not, it's the world record for missing wills.
Missingest. Yeah.
Missing, yes, he's the missingest will.
Yeah.
Number 1 on the list. Anyway, sit down. There's snacks and stuff. Let me get the butler.
Excellent. Salt and vinegar chips, please. And
First of all, can I at least introduce you? This is Marcel, the butler, and I give him a big kiss on the lips because he's under mistletoe.
I'll kiss him too then if that's
Okay.
the
Yeah, that is
Well,
custom.
He is going to pass under 3 mistletoes to get to you. So
The dog kisses him twice on the way over.
Marcel, you did not kiss the dog.
Please, sir. This is the worst time of year for me. If only I wasn't blackmailed to be in this job for as long as I have been.
Yeah, that's great. Fetch the snacks.
Okay.
Yeah, as Adam likes to say, we don't care about your backstory.
He walks off, a tear in his eye. But comes back with snacks pretty quickly because he knows his job. Chop, chop. Don't let your emotions.
Salt and
ruin
vinegar
the day.
chips, peanut M&Ms,
Oh,
and what?
If you
together,
could pick out
yeah,
all the
sweet
green ones.
and salt. Yeah.
They all
Well,
taste.
you don't
they all
put
taste
them
the
in your
same.
mouth at the same time, but throughout the evening you munch them both. Yeah.
I don't feel like those are complementary tastes, but I let it happen. It is
Coca-Cola and salted peanuts, please.
Sedge, any specific request for the imaginary butler?
I could go for some pistachios.
There you go. So he brings over the the food. We're getting settled in at the dining room table, and
My Coke glass is empty.
he'll fill it. Let's just go. He's like a busboy at a Chinese restaurant. You never like if your water glass has one sip, he's in there pouring. So think of him like that. Just so
And
we can
are in
move
New
on.
York. Chinese restaurants in Tennessee don't have busboys.
Well, it depends on the kind of Chinese restaurant you go to here. There's restaurants and then there's the little hole in the wall places. Those have the better food.
Usually.
But anyway, sometimes you just want a full glass of water, and then you go to the big Chinese place. I almost called it a buffet, but I don't go to a buffet. I don't like people touching food that's near me. Anyway, I bring out a box. It's an ornate wooden box, and it is filled with some polyhedron dice. I look over at Tyler and hand you a D10. I can't grab it. There.
I give you a little smooch because
Thank you. That was sweet. That was a sweet moment right there. And I say, this is your die. There is no other die like it in the whole game. This is special.
Sweet.
This is yours. Use it well, Neo. Then I turn to Sedge, and I hand you a D8. And I say, as I'm giving it to you, this is your die. There is no other die like it in this whole game. This is special. This is yours. Use it well, Godbinder. And I hand you the die.
Thank you.
Then I look at Michael.
And I'm already slipping you the tongue.
Oh, I say, all right, one moment, give me a second, hold on. And I break away from a passionate kiss and embrace. And I take out the D6. And I say, Mike, this is your die. It is exactly the same as every other die in the game. There is nothing special about this die at all. Use it, fool.
Man, I
And-
feel like he was really nice to us, and he was just really mean to you.
That's because I threw him off his game with that kiss. He just
You're really not
he's totally flustered
I
now.
forgot the script.
And he shouldn't have installed the mistletoe.
Exactly.
The risk we take. You know.
I really wish he'd invite some of his hot friends over because he's got some hot friends.
We're here.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
Are we talking Long Island hot?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, they all have big hair. Aquanet has still not gone out of fashion here on Long Island. So anyway, yeah, so I sit down and I say, the game begins at an inn. And all of a sudden there's this flash of bright white light. You got, it's so bright, Michael has to put down his Coke and his peanut M&Ms and shield his eyes. And you all close your eyes because it is blinding. And when you open it up...
Like Marcel hit the dimmer switch. God.
Yes.
What if I was wearing sunglasses indoors?
That's what, yeah, he's always wearing sunglasses. Probably because he has no eyes, but that's another secret for another holiday special. That's for the next year's holiday special, the backstory of Marcel.
Since it's long, no one cares about your backstory.
Chris Andrew says, nice, the most anticipated search for since Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money, and subscribes with Prime. Chris has subscribed for 20 months. Huzzah!
Hey!
Ah,
Hey, wow. 20 months, that's a long time.
Thank you,
It is.
Chris Andrew. And, yeah, so when you open your eyes again, you are standing not in my dining room anymore. It's just the three of you. I'm not there. And you're standing in front of this beautiful inn, which strangely, though, is built into the top of a giant tree, a tree larger than any of you have seen in life anywhere that you've been or lived. And you're standing on a wooden platform high above the ground, easily 75 feet. And as you look around, the entire town, it built up into this tree town. It's like the Ewok village, basically, but bigger, big enough for all you to fit in. Michael and Sedge, roll. I don't know. Roll. I'm not playing D&D. You don't have to roll much in this game. You guys think
You have the batteries to your remote. I was trying to watch some TV, but I can't find the batteries.
I'm gonna be so mad when I realize you took my remote.
Guys, you guys, did
What did he put
Marcel
in that
spike
punch?
my Coke, or is everyone else also standing in a treehouse?
Well, I figured this is part of the mistletoe effect. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, probably he's got some projector thing going on, some smoke.
I did hear mistletoe in large quantities can have hallucinogenic properties.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Have you seen the batteries to the remote?
The question that you should be asking yourself is, why were you eating all of that mistletoe? Fucking weird. You thought it was weird before.
Marcel brought me candied mistletoe.
You do hear sounds coming from inside the inn. It's evening. It's night. It sounds like it's busy inside. And Tyler, did you ever read any of the Dragonlance books?
No.
For shame!
I was gonna say, what are the odds we can get some spicy potatoes in there?
It does. You can smell them actually wafting through the door, and this does seem to you and to Michael as what you imagined the Inn of the Last Home from the Dragonlance books look like.
No, this looks very familiar to me, but it can't be. But maybe it's a theme restaurant. Did we like take a nap? Did the limo come get us and we took a nap? Maybe. What was in that Coke? I
Is
didn't
this
want
just-
rum in my Coke.
Is this just like a new rainforest cafe then? Is that
No,
like,
guys, I'm
they-
gonna be honest. I think we got Jumanji'd.
Oh, that doesn't sound like fun at all.
You're serious? And we
The monkeys?
without Robin Williams, like, well, hold on. We got
Oh yeah, it's true. Is it
old
Robin
Jumanji
Williams?
or we
Yeah.
got new Jumanji?
We'll have to wait to see the special effects.
I hope it's Robin Williams Jumanji because that would be really cool.
Yeah, I don't want Dwayne Williams Jumanji.
I mean, it'd
We're
be
gonna
fun to meet him too. You know, get some mistletoe.
I keep it on me just in case.
Pulls a piece out that's stuck in between his teeth. Holds it above his head. All right, you're standing outside. What are you going to do? Go into the inn, perhaps?
Well,
Yeah, apparently. Let's go
might as
on
well
inside,
embrace the
since apparently
hallucination.
This is the
That's what they
restaurant.
tell you to do, right?
So this
I don't
is
remember
actually
heading to
happening,
the
huh?
restaurant, but
Okay. I mean, they got to have better snacks in that inn than Marcel was bringing us. So.
yeah, probably. I wonder where Adam got off to. Oh well.
Yeah,
I don't think he was
Maybe he's waiting inside the restaurant for us.
That would make sense if he had the limo bring us, I guess.
Yeah, that would make sense. Let's go ahead and go inside and figure out what's going on.
All right. You
So yeah, we'll head on inside and
head on inside. It is pretty busy. A lot of people are, sort of hanging out. Some of them seem a little bit on edge. Most people are, just sort of quietly eating and drinking. There's a person in brown robes over by the fire who's espouting something or other, talking about the old gods are gone and, follow the new gods and blah, blah, blah.
oh gosh, not a religious revival. Let's back out of here carefully before we get sucked into this.
It's okay, we're from the
nonsense.
South. We know how to handle this.
That's right. Yeah. This one seems pretty tame. I don't see a rattlesnake yet, so you're okay.
They handle religious fanatics the way we handle homeless people in New York. They just you just ignore, don't make eye contact. Just walk past. As you're standing there, a young, attractive, buxom, according to the pictures I've seen by Larry Elmore.
What exactly does buxom mean exactly? Does that mean like maybe wearing buckskin?
It's full of boobies. She's chock full of boobies.
No, got a lot of. Kind of like on what was that one Sylvester Stallone movie on Mars there, where she had 3 of them.
Oh, that was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Total Recall.
Yeah, that was Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
I'm
I'm
very
sorry,
disappointed in you right now.
I did mess that one up completely, but
Yeah.
you know what I meant.
Yeah, she only has 2.
Or
but
like Kung Pao, Enter the Fist, where she only has 1, just 1 right in the middle.
this is if you combine the 2,
The
you've
average,
got
and
the
there you
picture
got
of her. She is
has
that.
4?
She is the middle ground. She has curly 4. You know what? I did say combined. It's my own fault for not knowing math. I stepped into that one. Chris Andrews says, chock full of boobies, the new Starbucks flavor for a limited time only. Yeah, during Mardi Gras. So, anyway, she's got curly red hair, and she comes over, and she says,
Only available in Venti.
hi, I'm Tika. You must be new here. I have a table here near the fire. Why don't you come and sit down?
Yeah, sure, Tika. I don't know what
Yeah,
we're doing.
thanks.
Yeah, has Adam reserved this table then, or is that what this
Yeah.
is?
Oh,
Reservation for Zeidler.
I do have actually a letter for you. Maybe it's from him.
Okay.
And she seats you. It's a 4-top, but there's only 3 of you. And she hands you this letter. And in the
I didn't know
letter,
Adam could write.
it's I've got people to do that for me. I just dictate.
It's in Marcel's handwriting.
Yeah. So
Not sure how we know that, but it is.
it's
At the bottom it says dictated by.
Yeah.
Dictated, not read.
It says, "Hey guys, sorry I can't make it here for this little mini reunion, but I've got some other things that I'm working on. The first thing that you need to know is that you really need to concentrate, and you will turn into your paragon." What's a paragon, I hear you asking? Well, a paragon is your class. Remember when I handed you those dice?
I do have a lot of class.
Fuck, he's gonna ruin this.
That's written in the note too.
That was actually in the note.
Yeah.
His class, and then just said, "Oh fuck, he's gonna ruin this." It said that in the note. He just...
Yeah, all this is in the note, including that. And as long as you still have your die, then you will turn into your paragon, and you're going to need it. And it says, "I'm already looking for Will. Just try to meet me." I'll send another letter. I'm not sure exactly how things are going to turn out. But don't be scared. I know it's frightening to be in a new place without me. But you're going to be okay. Just don't forget to use your powers. And as you sort of look around, like, what the fuck is going on? Tika brings you over each a glass of ale, a mug of ale rather, and a plate for the table of Odic's famous spiced potatoes. And she says, "The gentleman in the corner has sent this over to you. And with that, we are going to introduce Tony." Now, for those of you who have been watching the Atomic Peanut Butter Group when it was still Wicked Studios LLC, then you may remember Tony from such games as the Wacky Cowboy, the Space one. There was some Greyhawk thing.
There was that time he played in The Thing.
Damn. Best intro ever. Thank you.
Welcome, Tony, to Friday nights.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Better than my intro.
The vampire, the cowboy, the space game.
Oh, I forgot about the vampire. That was your first one. You DM'd that.
Yes.
And
2
the cowboy
chapters
one,
of that.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Was it Vampire the Masquerade?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
I always wanted to play that.
So did I. That's why I did it.
That's the only reason I'm DMing Dragonlance.
Exactly.
Well, Michael, have you considered just fucking doing it?
Yeah. You do have a forum on Sunday nights.
I do.
So anyway, Tony, describe what you look like here in this inn. As you guys turn over and you look, there's a table in the corner. It's a darkened corner, far from the door. And this is who you see.
It's been so many years. Just beat up leather, a trench coat. It looks like he has something wrapped in fabric, towels, something by his side. His head flops around a little bit too much when he talks for some odd reason. Maybe you sense a scar. And he's been beaten down by time. He's angry, he's drinking, but he's trying to maintain an even keel about the whole thing. It feels like he's out of place, out of time, lost. And therefore, he's looking for someone. But in the meantime, another drink.
Okay. As that angry hobo just sent us food.
That fellow doesn't look like his someone we really want to get to know. I've heard stories from Adam about New York here. He might be one of those crazies that we've been worried about.
Yeah, he however he got us here, he transported the homeless guy we drove by in living.
He fits that bill. Exactly.
Don't you guys know how to recognize a prophet inside of a vision? Come on.
No, but I'll take a Mike's Hard Lemonade because I think I'm going to need one. I know
well,
you theme restaurants have stuff like
Mark
that.
my word, that guy's got a prophecy for us.
You know what? If we truly have been, like you said, Jumanji, and we're in this fantasy setting, then you're right. That exposition is way too powerful to ignore. He's important.
Yeah, I guess you're right. There's a flashing green or yellow thing above his head.
There's even a gold question mark over his head.
Yeah,
So.
it says Quest Giver, I think. Alrighty, I'll take my Mike's Hard Lemonade and wander over.
It's a mug of ale, but you but you
To
hope,
me, it looks like a bottle of Mike's.
you hope upon hope, wish upon wish that when you drink it, it's going to taste like a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
You guys got any Tennessee whiskey?
I'm sure they must. So, good stranger, well met, and is that how we speak here? I don't know.
Everyone is dressed like they are from a Renaissance festival, except for this dude.
All right.
Chris Andrews says, first he says, Adam just made a whole person appear out of nowhere. Let's not bury the lead story here. Wow. And then they call it Ye Old Mike's Hard Lemonade. By the way.
Ye Old Mike's
Ye Old.
I love it.
Made with real sugar.
Depending on the area we're in, it may be hard lemonade do Mike. So
Yeah.
technically, any spiked lemonade you hold is a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
That's true.
That is the power you wield. The first
Like a
of your
Midas
powers
touch.
here in this new world.
I can turn any hard lemonade into a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
All right, so yeah, go over and see this fellow who's obviously important, although I'm not exactly sure why yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Get lost, Cupcake.
Greetings, stranger.
What?
You
You
seem to
sent
be
us food.
Yeah, you were flirting with us.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here having a drink, wondering how the hell I can get out of this place. I don't know what you two schmucks are doing.
We came in through the door.
That's usually the egress, and the ingress can oftentimes be the same.
Okay, SAT.
Shall I sit and
excellent.
explore this concept further?
For those of you listening and watching at home, that's what we call foreshadowing. You'll find out
Did
momentarily.
you guys hear that? I
think
swear
it was
to
just
God, I heard
I
Adam.
think it was the
swear to God I
wind
did.
rustling in the leaves of the tree outside.
No, he said something about foreshadowing. I heard it.
Yeah,
Tony says,
you're overthinking this.
coming a muffled voice, coming from your
Oh, no, not
your
the-
waist area. Yeah, says, can they hear me?
No, mind you, and I hate to put this on you, but it would be a Japanese voice.
That's a dangerous.
Yeah. We're gonna go with the same.
So
voice.
no, you go for it.
Let's get kawaii with it.
Yeah, it's just a muffled.
Oh, what do you think you're doing? Oh,
They can hear me. Oh.
why don't you cut their heads off? That's what I'm waiting for.
Now I think we're underthinking this. We
Oh,
need
it's Total Recall after all.
Hey, look, man. Like, I don't want my head cut off.
No.
I don't know where I'm at.
And-
The spiced
and you know
potatoes
what?
were nice.
Neither
but
did I. It's
Don't
This is one of those things.
don't tell them now. You'll make them nervous. I think these are the guys that could help you get out of here.
they.
You're
Where
not
are
from
you
the.
guys from?
Not here.
Huh?
America.
Interesting.
You?
Where? When?
I'm guessing Okinawa by the accent of your fanny pack.
Oh, don't ignore him. Don't worry about that.
I'd normally
no.
be very concerned, but given the fact that I have magically been transported into a medieval style fantasy, and I'm finding it hard to be afraid of your talking belt.
Okay, magically transported. So you're not from around here. You're really from the outside. part.
Definitely not from around here. Although that redhead with the frying pan was pretty hot. I don't know. I could learn to like it here.
It doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah. His
Wait,
sparkly hat was
potatoes are
very
pretty
limp
good.
prior to entering the tavern.
No,
Do
we're
you-
not
how-
from
how
from
did you-
wherever here is. I don't.
How did you get here? Who sent you here?
Well,
I think our
buddy
DM
Adam-
Well,
tricked us.
we were
Yeah.
supposed to, I think, be meeting here at the restaurant with our host, Adam, but
Adam.
yeah, but unfortunately he seems to have vanished, but the reservation was still here.
You'll have to forgive him. He's from the Dakotas. He doesn't.
He's also out of his mind on mistletoe.
He did put down a fair amount of mistletoe before this happened.
Okay.
No, we met with our buddy Adam. He flew us up in his really terrible private plane, and gave us these dice here. I hold up my D10.
And you have,
We're
of
going to play a
course,
game because it would help us find our lost friend Will. And
Well,
Oh, you do know him.
yeah, that's how most people react. Actually, you do know him, don't you?
let me tell you about Will. What's he going by now? Playa? .playa? Or is it still .dm? He just screwed me. He robbed.
I like your Shatner impersonation. That's really cool. Well,
No, is the dot. I don't know.
I have
not,
no
I don't-
idea.
Not heard either of those
He
names.
gifted me a cursed sword.
No, that does sound like him.
hey, I'm a
I-
great sword.
I fumbled with it.
That wasn't my fault.
He determined that it cut my own head off,
Was it a Vorpal sword?
and then I ended here.
did you try throwing the purple sword? I've heard things that could go pretty well for you.
For those of
About
you
10
unaccustomed
years
to that
ago.
joke, check out Atomic Peanut Butter Group on on YouTube for previous episodes.
That sounds like something he would do. Yep.
I am
I'm
gonna
pretty sure that's the
find-
will.
Him, and I am gonna kill Will.
And with that,
um,
we are going to take a very quick break because I was going to wait, but that was a really good line to end on. So thank you, Tony. Don't go anywhere, guys. Our first part of our special two-part holiday episodes will be right back.
You know what would have been cool if we could have got Will.Playa in this game.
All right, shut up, Michael. We got Tony. Don't go anywhere.
but it is a lemonade.
It's close enough. And with that, we are back. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Atomic Peanut Butter presents the annual, although this is only our second out of 4 years doing it, holiday special.
Semi-annual.
Our semi-annual holiday special, The Search for Will. I'm here with Mike, Sedge, Tony, and Tyler. And we're going to get right back into it. But again, thanks for hanging out with us on RPG Fridays, whenever we, of course, bother to play. When Chris Andrew had subscribed for 20 months, Captain Mindmorph asked, what's that, 19 games? And it's probably thereabouts.
What a generous thing to say.
We're actually average about 23 games of just Dragonlance a year, not including any of the other games we play on the side, like Call of Cthulhu or Night Watch, which is our Call of Cthulhu game, which we're in the prequels still of, or when Gary was playing or running Eberron, Moorgrave Mythos, which may come back. You can also check that out on podcast by searching only on Spotify, I think. Searching for Eberron Moorgrave Mythos, an Atomic Peanut Butter podcast, or any one of those, or any grouping of those words together will probably get you there. But anyway, you guys have just met this strange dude who wants to kill the guy you came to find. And we will pick the action back up now.
So is there some any particular reason that you have this vendetta? Or
You mean other than the fact that he tricked me, killed me,
Yeah, I think
stuck
that-
me with
Jumanji'd you.
an
Yeah.
annoying sword, and then dropped
Hey,
me in a
I'm not
fantasy
annoying.
world?
right, other than that.
Very powerful.
So did Will put you in this game? In this whatever this is?
Yeah, it was. He wanted to play some new system that he found called Die, and then next
That's
thing you
what
know,
Adam said.
but Adam did it to you.
You think they're in cahoots?
They might be.
Although he did not cut our heads off.
That was
I think so.
I can help with
Not
that.
that I noticed, anyway.
Although I will say he was wanting to find Will. I'm not sure he's going to be real thrilled if you want to kill him.
how long have you been here?
20 minutes?
What, 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah, we walked in the door. That's pretty much it.
Talk to me in 10, 15 years and see how you feel about it.
That bad here, huh?
We might want to kill Adam, you're saying?
Don't you already?
Well, so far I'm just interested.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like new things, so this is a new thing.
And the
Okay.
spiced potatoes were not bad.
Oh, excellent. You'll like the grog too.
Sweet.
Maybe, but that got us with the frying pan. I don't know.
You know, maybe you three should just get together and build a little summer home here. You seem to really like it.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not, though. I expect when the limo gets back, we'll probably just hop in there. And
I actually
head
got to
back
go to work on Monday, so
Yeah.
we should
Yeah,
probably
that,
get
that
out of
actually
here.
would be a bit of a problem. So
Sure. Yeah.
is it
Gotta
is
get
it the
back.
GM that can get you out of here? Because if Will's here and he got you in and
Maybe
he's a
he knows
GM,
how to get
then
out.
he can probably get us out even if Adam's gone.
Tony,
You know, I'm a GM.
Hold on
But I
one
don't
second,
know the
real
rules
quick.
for
Just a
this
little
system.
interlude here.
What do I know?
You know that in order to get out of here, you need everybody to agree to leave. Now, you have either missing party members or party members that are known dead, including Will. And now you have this group that came from the same place using the same book.
So it's the surviving members that need to agree.
The surviving members need to agree.
So let's hope he doesn't get any bright ideas about what that means.
Well, I'm sure we can just convince Will. We don't need to kill him.
Yeah. Well, so if the DM, the whatever this game calls it, game master, can get you into the game, then surely they can get us out. So if we can find Adam or Will, they can probably send us home, right? I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's where I started 10 years ago.
Yes, but did you have a keeper of arcane lore with you?
Oh, shucks, no.
You have one now.
That should prove helpful.
Ooh.
It should, yes. So shall we head outside and find a portal and head back?
Oh, yeah, you go look.
Sorry.
Have we taken on our Paragons yet?
Not yet.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No, you need your die to do that.
No.
You open the door, Michael, and instead, surprisingly, you don't see a portal home. That's weird. But
That's what I expected.
what you do see are 8 Draconians, Boz Draconians, armored and holding long swords,
Yeah,
Hey, there's some lizard-like people over here.
running toward you.
I should have mentioned something about that.
They
You
look
can mention
mad.
it now.
Oh, they're here for me. They're probably trying to kill me again. And oh God. Oh, me and the sword gotta go back to work.
They're not friends of yours, then I take it. And
Seeing as how I am completely unarmed, you have fun with that. I'm gonna go back inside.
oh, we can't leave him like that. We might be able to do something. Be a distraction.
Yeah, that note said to use our magic dice.
We have these fun hats. Well, Sedge and I have hats. He didn't bring a hat.
Use the
You have
magic die,
headphones.
huh? I hold the dice up, just and point it towards the dragon and say, "Come on!"
And
Do
with
something.
that, there's another flash of light
Stand
around.
back.
It's like when Linda Carter turned into Wonder Woman. And all of a sudden, Tyler is lifted up into the air. Tony, you've been through this before. So you know what's going to happen. Although it's really weird with him because all of a sudden, like, his changes are very dramatic. Tyler, why don't you tell us what happens as you're transforming into your Paragon?
Yeah. So as I kind of flow back down, mostly look the same, but a little taller, a little skinnier. Beer gut's gone, all that good stuff. Like just kind of somewhat tight fitting, just all black leather with a tight leather, like in a black leather jacket, duster type, low collar, a lot of straps on like big chunky boots, a lot of straps, giant all black, but a big purple like billowy scarf that kind of comes up to my nose and has a ridiculously long flowing tail. Like the scarf just trails behind me, like feet.
It's kind of like if you cross Blade and Edward Scissorhands and put him in a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, a little bit. And then, so kind of the similar length of hair, except one eye looks, well, since you guys would know it looks cybernetic because you're not from Dragonlance. Like, my left eye looks cybernetic. And then there's little, like, metallic lines almost, that almost like a little circuit board going around.
Cartoon
across my
shorthand
face.
for androids.
Yeah, just a little bit, and then like little circle, and then they're like they glint in the light, rainbow light, and then the fingers have the same thing. You see like little bits of that on the fingers and stuff like that as well.
Do you have?
And
any...
the scarf just constantly billows. It doesn't matter if it's windy or not. It's just kind of always billowing.
All right. Any visible weapons on you or no?
Yeah. So there's a katana on my back, and then there's, you don't know what it's just like this kind of like metal rectangle that's also just on the other side of my, so like katana here, and then just like this little metal rectangle.
A lockbox.
Yeah, it can't tell what it is.
Okay.
Holy shit! The dice did something. This is awesome.
Power
Sedge,
waning.
hold up your dice.
And you hear this, Tyler. You guys don't hear this, but in your head, Tyler, you hear power waning. Need fair gold to continue activation. And also in your eye, like you basically see everybody's stats as well.
My cybernetic eye starts darting around.
Yeah, so you see everybody's stats, including the Draconians. And they look like they're. I mean, again, you're new to this situation, but your AI is not.
Right.
And AI says, enemy approaching. Draconians. Guard 2. Deadly in these numbers. Need more assistance. Need more fair gold.
Right. Well, just have to pop one then, won't we?
And
do I
you
all of a sudden have an understanding what fair gold is?
Yes, you are. Yeah, you understand what fair gold is. You do have one.
Okay.
That is in one of your many pockets.
Yep.
And then
You can't tell by the scarf, but there's a little slot behind my ear. Or from the scarf, you can't tell. Yeah, it kind of hides with the slot there. It's
Coin operated.
So
He is,
I turned
yeah.
Tony. So yeah, I think we can. Actually, yes. I think we can take it, but we might need some help. Sedge,
Oh,
take
sure.
your
I'll
dice.
give it a go.
Just like hold your dice out.
I have the power.
And the same thing happens. Brilliant flash of light. Sedge lifted into the air. As you transform, what does it look like? And what do you ultimately look like?
Let's just sort of float in the air for a second and hold my arms and legs out. And armor just comes flying in from off screen and attaches.
Iron Man style.
Kind of, but it's like plate armor, medieval plate armor, but with just the most impractical spikes you've ever seen all over it. Like lift your arm the wrong way and it's going right now.
Do you have any type of weapon visible?
It's big spiky mace.
All right. And then you land. Now, and this is, I should have asked Tyler this too, so this is for both of you. Do your personas, when you're in this persona, do you go by a different name or do you still use your same name?
No, it's got to be a different name, right?
That's up to you.
Yeah.
And then same for you, Tony.
Good question.
And now you've been your persona.
Nobody
longer,
steal the
you
one I
know.
already picked.
You've been your
I don't know what
persona
it
for
is.
like 20 years now, so where does Tony end and the persona begin?
Yeah.
So
no,
think about that. You don't have to tell me right
Yeah.
now. Michael.
So I see this happen, so I'm like, well, this, I guess I was given. No, I didn't. I think it was this one. He said it wasn't important. I think it might have been this one here, though.
And you
That one
hold it
doesn't
out.
look important.
I'll do
Confidently.
the same thing and hold it out. On the other hand, I'm still holding the remote, by the way.
Yeah, and nothing happens.
Well, no, actually, it does. Because when all this rigmarole, exciting, lightning bolts, crazy stuff happens, and I end up wearing a coat, a nice long blue coat and green pants, and I have green hair, and I have like the most amazing skin you've ever seen. It's like, I must have the most amazing skin routine ever known for anybody. So, and I'm like marveling at this, and I realize I'm still holding the remote. And the remote, I realize some of the buttons have lit up, even though the batteries are still missing.
Yeah.
So,
It
and
is,
I'm
yeah.
like,
When this is happening, all of the buttons are flashing.
you may call me Mr. Dandelion.
And
Now
as-
we must deal with these
Yeah, I'm not calling you that.
things.
So the Draconians now run. They're very close to the door as you're getting there. They're all in single file. Mr. Dandelion, I almost called you Michael. Sorry, Mr. Dandelion. You were standing by between them and the inside. The rest of you were still over by the table, which is on the other side of the room. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna point my remote at him and press the pause button because I assume that will pause the simulation.
Okay.
And I'm doing the bard under the your trade, so it's a concealed throwing weapons, and this is actually my concealed throwing weapon.
Okay,
Will shoot
yep.
out of
Sure.
my remote.
Roll me your dice.
Okay. You thought this was just a remote.
I had a feeling you were going somewhere with that. Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 2 for whatever that's worth.
How many more dice? Don't you get more dice for your
I don't know what
ability?
I'm doing.
Yeah,
said
you
roll my
add dice. And I'm going to give you advantage because it's funny that you're pausing them with your remote. So that'll add
just tell me what to roll, because like I said, I didn't read any of the rules.
I don't have your character sheet. What is your dexterity?
My dexterity is, I do have it open, so I can find that quickly.
So
It's a
that's
3. I did open it up.
So you have, with your 3 and your advantage, you have 4 extra d6. So roll 4 more d6.
So roll 4 more.
Wow,
All right.
that's a lot of d6.
So that's a 5 and a 1.
Okay.
And a 4 and a 6.
So you have 3 successes during this. The 1 does not count as a critical failure because you did have successes. So you pointed at them. Now, nothing else changes except for 3 of the 8. You know what? We'll even say 5. 5 of the 8 draconians stop in place. The other ones crash into the back of them, causing a bit of a kerfuffle. Now, and they're also on like a rope bridge. So like everything is kind of moving a little bit. They're holding on. They pass through, and one of them says, "What kind of wizardry is this?"
Oh, this is my remote. I use it to change the channels, although I don't really care for this play, so I thought I would just, I just paused you, yes.
Kill him! And the other 3 come charging into the push past Mr. Dandelion into the Inn of the Last Home. Who goes next?
I'll go ahead and pull out the rectangle off of my shoulder. And in my hands, it goes from a rectangle, and all of a sudden it just starts unfolding, and like the front of it opens up, and it like extends 3 or 4 times into a big barrel. A stock shoots out the bottom. Handle pops out, trigger slides down, big scope comes up, just like goes from a little silver rectangle into like this ridiculous looking, like futuristic sniper type gun.
Yeah.
Okay, easy pickings, and I'll just line it up and try and shoot one of the pause guys.
All right. Well, the pause guys are outside. You can shoot one of the guys that are inside, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
You are. And meanwhile, people are screaming, hiding under tables, etc. Tika has got a frying pan that has like potato oil, like juice, and the oil from it is still dripping out as she's holding it ready to attack if need be.
A big spittle of glob of spit slowly drools as I stare at this scene. Because as the wind is suddenly blowing,
it's all in slow motion too.
Yes.
Now, so do I have to spend the gold to activate my? Because the gun is my gift.
No.
So, because I know I can just shoot it without gold, but to use one of the upgrades, does it take a fair gold, or is that to overcharge it?
That's to overcharge it.
Okay, so
you already took your fair gold, so that's why you're able to use all of your stuff here.
Okay, and I have one. You said I have 1 gold, so I could overcharge it once, but I can use the one that was activated. I can use the one upgrade it has without spending it additional. Okay. So that would be homing. So I'll just take a shot at the guy, and that would be a dex-based thing, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's all And when you're doing anything with like ranged weapons, it's similar to D&D. It's dex, melee is strength.
Okay, so that's a 3, so that gives me 3d6, right?
Yep. Well, plus you get 1 just to do it, so you have 4d6 altogether.
4d6.
Those are additional d6.
So I got not good. A 1, a 2, a 3, and a 3.
So 0 successes and a natural 1. So right off the bat, we get to find out what a critical failure does. This is not going to be great because essentially what happens is you shoot and kill Tika.
No!
Oh, shit.
Curses!
Targeter's not calibrated or something.
How could you?
Look, man, I haven't used this shit before. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right, Tony or Sedge.
All right, let me I lean my mace
Tony is
against the
still
wall.
sitting at the table, drinking his drink, waiting to see how helpful you guys are going to be.
Just as he watches me splatter the waitress.
Yeah, all right. Don't worry, I'll handle this. Lean the mace against the wall, fish inside the armor, pull out my phone. Let me call my fire guy. Hello? Yeah, right in front of me. Yeah. All right, thanks.
So you're calling the fire god?
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to give him a fire blast.
So this giant, and it's weird because it seems like this thing should be too big for the room that you're in, but yet it fits. The heat is unbearable to all as this giant fiery, it's humanoid in shape, but it's all fire. And it says, "You need something, Godbinder?"
I was hoping for a bit of immolation of my enemies.
And now, is this just one of the gods, or is this your god?
I would say not the main one.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I could burn up easily one. However, I could take them all out. But you'd owed me a favor.
Unspecified, ambiguous favor.
Unspecified, ambiguous favor to be collected at the time of my choosing.
I don't see how that could possibly go wrong. Let's do it.
It nods. And all 8, including the paused ones, go up in flame. The guy who is spouting all of the religious bullshit also gets caught. His robes are very close to one of those draconians and also goes up in flames. And he says, What have heretics? What have they done? They're in league with those beasts. And now everyone is getting up in arms. Tony, you've seen this kind of riot before.
Don't check fair. Your power is way better than mine.
Odic, who is a
Just because I know how to use it.
a middle-aged, who's probably 25 in this world, but already bald and stocky. He's wearing just a t-shirt and slacks and an apron. He kind of looks like every diner cook that you've ever seen, and you've been in this place enough, Tony, in and out of the years as you've been searching, that he knows you, and he said, quick, and he gestures for you and the others to follow him behind the bar. Do you guys go?
No, I go immediately. I know exactly.
Yeah, I guess it's. I think.
I mean,
Guys,
sure, I guess.
So he opens up a hatch in the floor of the corner, and there is a round opening where down below is a bunch of trash, and there is a single rope. And he says, "This is the best chance you got, boys."
I will deftly swing myself down the rope.
Okay.
As if I've done this
Yeah.
probably 20 times before.
Yeah, so you have no issue. You've been through this before. You're smart enough to wear gloves while doing it. And you were down that rope. Again, you're about 75 feet high, but you're down that rope like you don't even need to roll. That's how good you are.
And I'll look back up and be like, use your legs like brakes.
Do you want me to go down this rope?
I'll scan it with my AI to see if it can tell me where it's leading.
This rope leads to the ground. You were in the town of Solace. Solace is in the realm of Kryn, which is part of Dragonlance. Currently, The world is being slowly taken over by the dragon army forces of which these draconians are a part. Now that you have made enemies of them, you are in a shit ton of trouble.
They don't. They all died. How are they going to report that we fought them?
She says, look out the window.
I look out the window.
More are coming.
Oh, shit.
And the draconians that burned and are all dead have turned into statues of themselves.
Oh.
that
What are
normal?
the survival odds of going down the rope?
Survival odds going down the rope are 50-50 depending on agility.
Oh, all right. I'll go down the rope.
All right, roll me in a dexterity roll.
All right, so that's
So
another
with
4.
your 3 additional.
Okay.
You're going to need 2 successes on this one.
That's much better. 6, 5, 1, 6.
All right, you got 3, no problem. You almost mimic what Tony just did going down the rope.
Yeah, use the legs like brakes.
I've got cybernetic hands, bro, and I just
I'll stick the remote in my mouth,
All right.
have the remote, and wrap my legs around it as instructed, and begin to hand over, hand down, like I'm in gym class back when I was a kid.
All right. Yeah, with so now are you going head first or feet first?
Well, that's a good question. I would assume going with the gym class analogy, probably feet first. But you know what? These things are outside, and you know what? I probably maybe would try for head first because it sounds faster.
All right, roll me your D6s.
How many?
You have, I think, 4 altogether,
Okay,
right? Your
roll.
dexterity's 3?
3, yep.
Yeah, so 4 altogether.
I have 2 5s, a 1, and a 6.
All right, yeah. So you just jump headfirst out of the hole. Somewhere midway down, you grab onto it, sort of twist it in a way that you're somehow now right side up. And then just sort of stick it under your arm and then just slide down almost like it's a fire pole the rest of the way down, and you land without issue.
And that's how it's done, I say as I drop the remote from my mouth.
Show off.
You actually drop the remote. It looks like it's going to hit the floor. You sort of hacky sack kick it back up into your hand and stick it in your pocket.
There you go.
nice flourish.
Right. Look out below! And I drop my mace down. And then I climb down the rope.
Crashing down right in the middle of the 3 of you.
And then I try to climb down the rope.
I see who the clumsy one is.
Roll me dexterity, 2 successes.
It's 2 6s and a 4.
All right, yep, no problem. You're a lot more cautious, but you're going, hand over hand, using the legs as Tony instructed.
You gotta wrap it around your thigh.
You gotta keep untangling the spikes, though.
No. And you make your way out. Now, Tony, you would know that there's a few directions you could go. There's the road to the north, which will lead to a city called Haven. There's a road to the south, which could take you to an area you really haven't been too far down, but there's like the Dwarven lands are down there, for after a while. The plains are down there as well. The north, you also know, is where the dragon armies are really stemming from. The east is where they're coming from now. To the west is Crystalmere Lake, which is a large lake that'll sort of take you into Darkenwood.
Now, I am looking for Rift Canyon. Am I correct?
You are looking for Rift Canyon. Now, Rift Canyon
don't-
is in a different realm.
But yeah, and I don't know how to get there.
You're not entirely sure, although you've never gone west before. Or south, for that matter. So you got a 50-50 shot of trying to figure it out.
I'll spend the next 10 years going west then.
All right. So you guys run, and again, now all of the Draconians are up above now, going into the Inn of the Last Home, probably murdering everybody in sight. But you don't know that for a fact. You get to, after probably about 45 minutes of running, you get to Crystalmere Lake. There are a couple of small rowboats in the way. And it is starting to rain. It is autumn, so it's kind of like that cold, annoying, just like misty, not hard rain, but just like you're just constantly wet.
Normally, it's really nicer out. Most of the time, I feel like I'm like,
Tour guide.
I feel like I'm showing you around, and you're not catching the land at its best right now.
I'm sure it's nice in summer.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine and all. Like I said, I'm glad I have the hat with the metal bits that shake the rain away.
Yeah.
So
you
is
want to
this-
explain what was going on back there?
Oh, those were just the Draconians. No,
That's just the War of the Lance starting.
they're just a
The
problem.
what? The War of the what?
They're from the east and the north, and they're kind of pushing their way further every year, every season. Actually, as it gets colder, they'll go back up north. But
Yeah, but
Oh,
Why would-
are they like snowbirds?
a little bit. The murdering each kind of snowbirds. They come down to the south. They take over a couple of cities.
Oh, sure.
the-
Just like
so-
snowbirds.
geese. They're geese.
So
Just as violent.
Is this the first place you've come?
Like I said, we walked in the
guy,
door. You said hi.
I mean,
So
I've
you
been
haven't
to
been-
Ireland. Does that count?
On this
There,
trip?
there are castles there.
Yeah, right. So
I've
And
been to a
strange
castle,
accents.
and there's one castle right nearby where I live. It's an actual castle.
I think maybe we're getting off the subject. But this is the first realm you visited.
yeah, this is the first time I've ever had a giant cybernetic gun and an AI in my head. Yes, this is
Yeah,
new
it's
to me.
the first time I've been
okay.
to New York.
That's-
Yeah, it's a strange place. That's all I can say.
You got to judge it borough by borough. But look,
Stay away
I-
from Queens.
I need to get out of here in order to find my way to Rift Canyon. Do any of you know of a Rift Canyon?
Hold on.
Tyler's got GPS in his head.
Yes, hold
probably.
on.
Yes.
Let me ask. And I asked my AI about Rift Canyon.
Is he asking about a musical riff? I don't understand.
Rift Canyon is an area within the Bandit Kingdoms in the realm of Greyhawk. That is
Oh, buddy, that's
two
in a totally
realms
different place.
over from where you are now. In order to get there, you must continue west until you get to the Saturday Morning Superheroes realm, which is not too far from here across the lake. You will find a cave. Within that cave is a door. Open the door, and you will arrive in what to you would be 1985 New York City.
Not Metropolis?
Not Metropolis. That's DC. You goon.
So
That was a lot
yeah,
of words. I hope-
you're a couple realms away. You got to go west until you get to the realm of Saturday Morning Superheroes, into a cave, through a door. Shazam! You're in New York, apparently.
Isn't Shazam a superhero?
Yeah, he's
That's
probably
DC
there.
again.
It's again.
I assume these are all off-brand superheroes like
Sure.
Turbo Man and Bat
Well,
adjacent boy. and
when you find yourself in a fantasy realm, best thing to do is embrace the quest.
All right. I should have
Well,
brought a
that's-
ruler, I suppose.
That's where I'm headed.
so I don't think that's going to take us to Will though.
Well, maybe.
Hey,
An
Where did you
arrow-
last see Will?
An arrow
Matt-
whistles through the air and lands thunk in a tree right near you.
all right.
Across the
We're
lake,
getting
did you
the
say?
You turn around and you see not only draconians but goblins and hobgoblins chasing.
Yeah, I don't
after
want
you.
to stay here.
No,
Let's.
let's get in the boat. And while we're going, I'll ask my AI if there's any known people in this realm of by the name of Will.Playa or Will.DM.
You are looking for Will.Playa.
Yep.
Shutting down for the time being. And all of a sudden, your entire
My eye goes
cybernetic workout goes back in, and you are Tyler again.
Hey, you turned it off. What you turning it for?
That's,
Here, let me see if I can turn it back on here for you.
I asked.
Remember
What I
mode out,
should have
pointing
said
it?
was earlier, and I'm going to retcon something to give you an opportunity before you run down and jump out the floor of the end of the last home. When those draconians died, they each turned into 1 fair gold.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna snatch that shit before I.
So you have 8 fair gold.
It's like, oh man, this stuff is nice. Just smell it. Here, smell it. Taste
I
it.
honestly have no idea what that is,
good.
but
It looks like a gold coin.
yeah, I have no idea.
That for the arcade or
You don't. You guys can't
for
see
the fair, obviously.
No, trust me. This is a coin right here. Just.
It looks like it's made of plastic.
Oh no, not plastic.
No, they're
Far
actual,
better than plastic.
and I actually have some here in this bag, which I haven't opened. But yeah, no, they are metal coins. I'm gonna. Oh man, it's hard to open. I'm not gonna open them here yet. But yeah, they are. They have engravings on them. They're. Yeah. They are gold-ish in color. They're not made of gold, but are called fair gold.
These
They're
here
of an
are far more
indeterminate
precious
metal
than
that you
gold.
don't know about.
Unobtainium.
All right,
Fuck
what are you
James
doing?
Cameron.
Another arrow whistles through the air. Thunk in a
Let's
tree
get
next
in
to you.
the.
Somebody
in the
should be
boat.
rowing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that sounds
got it.
like the job for one of you guys.
I think that's Spike's McKinsey over there.
There you go.
sure. I'll answer to that.
All right, put the boat in the water. Everybody
I'm the
gets
first
in.
one in the boat, by the way. And I
That
do
makes
not
him the
touch a,
captain.
Yeah.
do not touch a paddle. Do
He
not
just
touch
jumps in, sits
Yep.
by the bow, hands behind the
Pretty
head.
much. It's like,
As he paddles away, I whip my gun back out and I just start taking pot shots at hobgoblins.
I'm assuming you put in another fair gold before doing that.
Yeah, to activate it.
Yeah, because she literally disengaged all of you.
Oh, okay. I'll just I broke it asking about Will. Hold on.
All right.
Meanwhile, I'm sipping my lemonade
Same
still.
thing.
And somehow, even going down the rope, I didn't spill.
Yeah, no, yeah. Even when he jumped face first down, he always had the mug. Or if anything poured out, he was there
poured back
before
in.
the liquid to catch it.
Guys, as a pro tip, don't ask your AIs where to find Will. It fucking breaks.
Yeah, I don't have an AI. I have a
Okay.
remote.
Yeah.
Oh, I could probably hack that.
I've just got a mouthy sword.
I feel like we should kill them soon.
Yeah, just shut up, Nimrod.
The name's Rodnim. Why can't you get that right? Call me Rod.
So I'll spend it. Yeah, how many fair gold? You said 8 fair gold. So
You got 8.
I'm up. I'm still at 8 because I spend 1, and I just as we sail away, I'll just do a little suppressing fire. I'm not gonna hit anything. Just
Yeah, no, you'll hit some as you go, but you're enough. It's enough to slow them down. You don't kill anything, but it's enough to slow them down as Sedge rows away. It is when you get to the middle of Crystal Mirror Lake, the rain stops. The clouds part. It is the beautiful autumn evening that Tony is used to and was talking about earlier.
This is what I mean,
This is much nicer, yeah.
right?
this is a lot nicer. Yeah,
So which borough is this then?
this is Manhattan, right?
Central Park.
Yeah,
Not the Bronx, I can tell you that. As you
Red
look
Hook?
up into the sky, you see, like, you could see all of the stars. Like, it's become that clear. And you do notice, though, there are 3 spots that are just empty. That you feel like it's weird that there's nothing there, but there are no stars. Just 3, like, black holes up in the sky.
So what does your AI say about that?
I don't know. I'll
Can
scan
you
it
like
with
zoom
my-
enhance or something?
Yeah.
Is that normal?
Yeah,
That's
see,
this crazy fellow that we just left. What did you say Matt? What did you say your name was?
Who? Tony?
Tony. That's right,
I'm
Tony. Yes, Tony.
So, Tony Soprano?
No, just what? Sometimes
Just
I go
Tony.
with Tony Lasagna. How's that?
so Tony Soprano.
Yeah, Tony Soprano. I'm pretty sure he used that as a pseudonym in the show.
By the way, most overrated show. Can I tell you?
I really, 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 really tried to watch it because it was so popular, and I just couldn't.
Nothing. I watched
Into it.
5.5 seasons. I thought they were the same amount of episodes in the last season, but they were like double, so I stopped.
You know
Nothing
why it's
happened.
popular?
Nothing
Is
happened in
because
5.5
It
seasons.
was like the heyday of HBO when it was like just the fact that you could walk
Yeah.
around and cuss
and I
on
did not
TV
have
was-
HBO then, so that's why I felt like I was missing out. I wasn't, turned out.
No.
Shortly
Never seen
afterward,
it.
The Shield came out on FX. Much better show. Anyway, I digress. So, you guys are rowing across Crystalmere Lake, looking up at the sky. You zoom in on the empty spaces, and your AI says, it appears that the sky is missing 3 constellations. 1, the Platinum Dragon, otherwise known as the God Paladine, is gone from the sky. The 2nd, the 5-headed dragon, otherwise known as Takesis, gone from the sky. The 3rd, known as Will.Playa, gone from the sky. A new
Oh,
constellation, however, and the eye backs out, moves over, zooms in. A new constellation has formed, however. Name unknown.
Do I get to name it since I discovered it?
What's it look like?
Yeah, what's
Next
the
dots.
constellation?
It looks like
Enhance.
enhance. As you enhance it, it looks like the Miami U.
Oh, guys. So here's the deal. The Platinum Dragon and the 5-headed dragon constellations are gone. I assume that has something to do with this dragon war that's going on here. That's probably not good.
That part's probably not our problem.
My AI tells me there's another constellation in the sky, and it's not named, but I think I'm going to call it Overrated, the constellation.
Does anybody know in chat how to kick somebody off of Zoom? Is that possible?
I think I'm going to name the constellation Georgia Tech.
Oh, fuck. As soon as we're done, I'm flying to Tennessee, and I'm going to fight you. And then we'll watch the game. And I'll still root for you. You eventually get to the other side. At the other side is a bunch of rock outcroppings that get higher and higher, and you see mountains in the relatively near distance. Within these outcroppings, you do notice a cave.
Those are the big rock candy mountains we're looking for.
Is this the rift?
This is not the rift.
No.
This
Oh,
is
this is-
not the rift, says the AI.
Don't ask my AI questions, man. Like it talks in my head enough.
All right, fine.
I thought we were becoming friends.
I don't
Shut
have anybody to talk to.
Shut up, Jarvis.
He's got a sword to talk to.
The other
You've got
three
a-
of you feel a little sad when he says that. Sorry, Michael, continue.
There's nobody that I get to chatter to. You get to talk to all the gods. You get your AI, and you get your sword. And there's nobody who wants to hear what I have to say.
I can't imagine why. That was much more Mexican.
I can't imagine why.
Japanese. Hey, he's gonna have a different accent every time I use it. Every time.
I want to cut off the heads.
Use them all.
Just flip flops between John Wayne and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You know who does a great Arnold Schwarzenegger? Will.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Will.Playa.
That's the only reason we're looking for. It's because I miss this Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
God, it's his only imitation.
It's the only one he's got.
It's the only one he's got. Terrible with accents.
Yeah.
Terrible. Yeah.
Just
Did you
terrible
ever
all
try to
around.
do
His
a
only
Gnomish
redeeming
accent
quality
once?
is the Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one or two voices that was always like, confused kind of big city guy, or that's about it.
There's almost Russian.
Well, now I got it.
Ukrainian, maybe? Is that what Ukrainians sound like? I don't know.
Some type of Slavic adjacent.
Yeah, something Slavic adjacent. It doesn't actually sound
Eastern European.
Ukrainian.
The accent probably wore a tracksuit, you know. It's-
So as you have this conversation, you enter the cave.
Would this be a nice place for us to spend the night, or what are we doing in this cave?
If everything goes right, we're going to be in New York,
This
1985.
is step one of the directions we got from the GPS.
Oh, I really
it's like
wasn't
no
paying
way.
attention because, like I said,
The
whatever.
cave was in a totally different realm, so this is not the cave.
No, this is the cave. This is the cave.
You know, I read
I missed
Do you
it.
remember
Not the rift.
Choose
This
Your
is
Own
the cave.
Adventure books? The first one was called The Cave of Time. I wonder if this is the Cave of Time. If this is like Jumanji Land, as
No?
you said. Maybe we're going to
Maybe.
enter the Cave of Time, in which case you want to avoid the volcanic flows, because that was a dead end that I can remember. So if we see volcanic flows, you need to go the other way.
You see volcanic
In general.
flows, and then you hear it say, "Oh man, I was gonna burn them. I was gonna burn them all."
Oh,
Did you take your
no.
finger off the page?
That didn't count.
Hey guys, wait, come flow with me.
Come on.
Come on.
Don't listen to the fake news media. It's great swimming in me.
We're just all flowing over here, man.
I'm warm. And you're still a little wet and cold from the rain. I'll warm you right up.
Damn, I didn't know lava was so seductive.
And you also see a door. However,
I
there,
understand.
as you look around, there are doors all around this cave.
Well, I knock on the first one I come to.
Nobody answers.
Well, just go on in, and I go and push it open.
There, you push it open, and what you see, Tony, describe Sector 1 for me, would you? Because I didn't watch that.
Is Mike's persona a Covington?
Are we
Pretty much.
ship based, or are we? If we're planet based, then welcome to Earth. But long after it has fallen into complete
Disrepair.
anarchy. Well, no, everything. AI became a problem. It began to spread like a virus,
Shit,
and
you're
eventually
telling me.
Earth was quarantined from the rest of a proper civilization in the universe. It is now a prison for any of the rogue AIs that came up on its surface. It's been bombarded as they tried to destroy this AI. So there's heavily mutated races. What is left is gangland, tribal, mutants, and partially enhanced people, and dangerous AI that
Yeah, I'm not taking my AI anywhere near there. It is not getting any ideas about breaking free out of this skull.
What's
so that's
in
a
there?
no for
What's
me.
in there? Move a little closer. I can't see.
Shut up.
I
Shut
can't.
up.
I want to look in the door.
This looks nothing like 1985 that I remember.
Nothing.
I shut the door.
Nothing's in there.
Yeah, we're looking for 1985 in this time cave.
definitely not.
It's definitely the
1985.
future.
Move on to the next door.
All right, open that up. Tony,
Reckless abandon.
describe Chicago in Wicked City Kindred.
Roughly the right time period. You could tell by the cars and the buildings, but it's the wrong city. You see the skyline of Chicago at night. It is sometime in the early 2000s, probably. The cars are cool looking and nondescript, too expensive. The fashions are all bland. The music is terrible. So yeah, probably the new millennium.
You know, I think I'm gonna just get off here because I really loved that era.
Like, just because you didn't like Gwen Stefani, okay? Like,
What you may not know about that city is that it is replete with vampires, werewolves, hunters, and other kindred of the sort.
Yeah, maybe not then.
Close the door. A little
are any of
disappointed.
these doors pleasant?
Move on to the next one and kick it down.
Open up the next one, Tony.
Carefully
it's a
open
western town.
Out in the weird west of savage lands, you find yourself somewhere between Yuma and Tucson along a stretch of rail track. It is presumably around 1860 to 1870. The gold rush is in full regalia. People are headed west, but this is a different kind of gold rush. California has been separated by a huge earthquake, and ghost rock has appeared, springing up out of the newfound ocean, and it's with it mysterious creatures and visions, and I don't know what else to tell you. There's a ghost train coming at you down the track.
Yeah, I've read this novel.
That one doesn't sound nearly as bad.
Slam the door shut. I'm gonna go back to the vampires.
I don't know. Ghost Train sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Ghost train. Open up
All
the
right,
next
still,
one.
still not the
Yeah,
New
here
York
we
we're
go.
looking for.
Yeah,
though.
head on to the next one.
Again, mid 80s. This time, the streets of South Beach, Miami. There are 3 bears in a Trans Am. They're holding guns and they're coke fueled. They're fighting guys, shooting at guys in Corvettes, dressed in white suits, and they don't have collars on their shirts. They're all pastel T-shirts. Probably not the right place.
Definitely doesn't seem like the right place. Bears are driving here.
I don't
Although
know.
I do think one of them was remarkably charming bear.
To be fair, I wasn't in New York in the time period that we were supposed to be looking for, so I don't know that bears weren't driving around at that point in time. But
This
I
was
would have
also
heard
Miami.
about that on the news. Just
Yeah.
like alligators in the sewer.
I think the palm trees are wrong, though.
Yeah.
yeah, I
We're looking
guess.
for alligators in the sewer, New York, not bears driving cars, New York.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, New York.
Yeah,
Exactly.
be closer, definitely.
We see some big turtles running around. We know we found the place. Move to the next door.
Next
Karate
door,
reptiles.
you see a world that looks not so unsimilar to where you are right now. However, there are large automatons that are walking the streets. And you spot what looks like two teenagers, one ghostly pale with deep sunken eyes and sort of like this grayish pink hair, dressed almost like a medieval Sherlock Holmes. Another teenager that's kind of half cat, half man, and they're arguing. Behind them is a warrior in his 30s, and there's a gnome, complete with the gnome hat and beard, reading a book and falling behind.
So this doesn't
Weird.
seem like New York either. I would expect to see other buildings.
Yeah, and smell more sewage for sure.
Well, let's ask directions. Hey, kid.
Yeah,
Close the
and
door.
he looks
New
right
York.
at you. Hey, where'd you go? And then did you see that? The guy that was, I told you, and he's like, "You're seeing ghosts again. That's not a door." No, I'm telling you, a door open, and that's what you hear as you close the door.
All right. I'm
Thanks.
just gonna walk up, start listening to the doors to see if I hear honking, because there's always
Yeah,
gonna
and
be
there is
honking.
one that's clear honking. You hear the rumble of an elevated subway train,
And I'm waiting for a forget about it.
and that's the door. You open it up.
Yeah.
And what you see is the graffiti-strewn, demolitioned buildings of 1985 Alphabet City, New York.
I found it.
That does look like the pictures I've seen. Yes.
That looks more like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I think this is it.
Yeah.
In the distance, you do see Katz's Deli,
Oh,
which is the only place not covered in graffiti, by the
They got the license to that?
way.
As I understand it, this place has some type of cultural significance.
Well, shall we step through this door? Looks like we may be. Might be.
If it gets us away from the roving dragon armies that were chasing us into the lake, then yeah, sure.
And maybe we can
All
get a
right.
bagel.
All right, let's
Yes.
go. And I walk right in.
All right, you walk in. The
A bagel
door
or a slice.
shuts behind you, and as you look behind, you just see a boarded-up warehouse from where that door used to be. And before you have a chance to do anything, you hear crash as a figure dressed in white and blue spandex comes crashing into the warehouse next to you. He's wearing goggles and like a hood, and kind of shakes it off, and he yells out, "Mental, need you!"
I don't know who Mento is, but I'm Mr. Dandelion.
What? Hey!
God,
You guys are dressed really strangely.
knockoff superhero land.
Well,
that's
grab a beer,
okay.
buddy.
By the way, my 80s hair, or my lime green hair, is now in an 80s style, like a punk style.
It's a spiked mohawk.
Exactly. Yep.
Hey, are you guys part of a group like the X-Men? Because I've been really trying to get into the X-Men, but the closest I've got is I got to hang out with Luke Cage for a little bit.
Yeah, we're the fingerless ones.
The fingerless ones. That's pretty interesting.
No, it's actually the fingerless gloves.
the fingerless gloves.
I'm never letting you guys come up with names again.
Yeah. You know, the fingerless gloves that I do the breakfast club thing. You know.
I think that was
Right.
86 or 87. So this guy has no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, come on.
Hey, you know AIM, right?
I can aim. Yeah.
No, AIM. AIM.
AOL is
Yeah,
the message.
I can.
No, not
aim.
AOL. I don't know what that is. Yet.
They're a little bit early for that. CompuServe is a thing, though.
I don't. What?
Hewlett Packard? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Mental! He yells again.
What is your
Yeah.
issue that you're having?
And then he points, and you see these guys in yellow suits, all with these what look like laser guns pointed at you, and then this one robotic humanoid figure that is flying right above them. And I said, "That's my problem."
Oh,
Oh, he
hey,
said,
I've
"Oh,
got
I
one
should
of
I should
those.
probably introduce myself. I go by Squall."
Well, I
Did
brought
you were
my
making fun of our
remote.
name?
Yeah. Actually, that was your own friend who made fun of your name. I just let the fingerless gloves go. I didn't think it was good, but I didn't say anything so as not to sound rude since I just met you.
Your superhero name is Squall?
Yeah. Want to see why?
No.
You gonna make it rain?
Who's the flying guy?
I don't know. He's some sort of fucking robot.
Are those
flying robot.
laser guns?
Oh yeah, those are. They hurt too. Believe me.
Oh, I got something like that.
Hey.
Channeling chaos since 1985, baby.
Well, all right. All right. Let's talk about dexterity. Whose dexterity is what?
Mine's 3.
2.
Mine's 4.
3.
All right. So Tony, you go first. You see 6 aim. What do you call them? Initiates. The lowest of the
Cultists.
low of the aim. What's the word I'm looking for?
Henchman.
Henchman. Thank you.
I'm
then
going
you,
to.
And then you see one flying robot.
I'm going to reach into my long trench coat and pull out the hat,
Okay.
and I will put on the hat, which has 2 wings coming off each side, and I will say to the Squall, "You can call me the Iconoclast," and I will take off after the robot.
That guy's got
Make-
wit and style. He'd make a great action movie hero. All right, so you take off. You're able to get to this robot.
Well, me and Nimrod got some
Rod
slicing
Nim.
to do.
I can help with the robot.
And here,
I want to try the rewind button on my remote. See what it does.
You're
You
up
just turn your
next.
robot
Out the
off.
door.
Just turn him off.
Haven't you ever seen Click?
No, actually.
All right, Tony, make your attack.
how many am I rolling? What am I?
You're rolling your
Strength.
your strength,
Okay.
plus a regular D6.
Okay.
And then if you hit, you're going to use your D12 for your damage.
Okay. Ooh, I got a 3 and a 1 and a 5 and a 5.
All right, so that's 2 successes. So you are able to hit them.
Okay.
Roll me your D12.
Just 1 d12, right?
Yep.
How about a 9?
All right, yeah, you hack into this thing. Sparks go flying. It is still up, but it is not looking great. Michael, I think you had the next highest at 3. Is that right? Or
Me and him are
Is there a
tied.
tie?
at
We're
3.
tied,
all
yeah.
right, so you can decide who goes next.
What I want to
Yeah.
actually do is just hit my VCR button and record the scene for later.
Okay, I'm going to give you an advantage on your next roll. But you are recording this scene for later.
So I can play it back potentially later if it, might seem useful. Basically, like a illusion type thing later
Okay,
would be what I would be thinking to use it for.
sure. Yep, you are recording it. Tyler.
Okay. So Tony Manicotti was up there fighting the robot guy that was flying, or
Yes.
the henchman.
Yeah.
I went for the flying guy.
Oh, he would have killed the henchman. Yeah.
Did you go airborne against it?
Yes,
Yes,
he's
yes, I did.
flying.
I have
Oh,
a
sweet.
special hat for it.
The,
Can I-
the flying hats.
Can I try and hack the robot?
Sure, you can.
just to disable some of its functions, whether that be like it's targeting or visual or it's movement. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
you tell me what you want to do.
Activate self-destruct mode.
Yeah, I don't want to blow up
This is the
Tony
80s.
Bakes
Yeah, just let me know.
I just wanna,
I'll get out of the way.
that's fine. I'll just see if I can just like disable its offensive capabilities.
Okay. Roll me.
So that's intelligence, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's I got 3, so it'd be 4d6 of
And you want
intelligence.
2 successes for this.
Okay. 4d6. All right, 4, 6, 1, 4.
All right, that's 2 successes. You got 3 successes.
So you guys just see me kind of like all of a sudden like whip my hands up, and in my eyes, I'm like typing on like holographic computer displays, but there's nothing anyone else can see. So I'm just like,
And you don't notice anything else happening yet. Let me just double check their decks. They're all 2, so Michael will go next.
I'm next again? All right.
Oh wait, no, sorry,
Oh, I already
Sedge.
went.
Sorry.
Unless I'm going again. Okay.
Well, looks like they're attacking the big guy, so I'll just go after the goons with my weapon
All right.
and just clonk them on the head.
Yeah. Roll me your strength. So you add a d6, add a d6 plus whatever your strength d. So you know what I'm saying. I can't
I
phrase
got
that
it.
in any way that makes any sense in English.
Uh,
It's not my
That's-
first language.
that's 2 good, 3, 4, 5. So
All
2
right.
successes.
Yeah, so you're able to actually take out 2 of them. Because these guys are chumps.
And if it's Saturday morning and there's no blood, even though it's a spiked mace.
Yeah.
It's just like a cloud of dust appears. every time it hits.
Actually, all you see is just a cloud of dust. Sometimes a mace pops out, sometimes an arm or a leg.
Yeah.
and then,
see the guys
and
over
then
there,
once
they're-
it stops, there's 2 guys in yellow suits lying on the ground.
their helmets are broken. They have like that little scuff mark on the side of their face or whatever to show the guy got beat up. You know, in a
Their eyes are
cartoon.
X's. Yeah.
They're those little swirly marks.
Yeah. All right, now it is their turn. They are going to. There are 4 guys with laser guns next. They're each just going to take a shot at you. 2 successes against Tony.
Oh no!
Do you have hit points on your thing? I don't even know if this has hit points in this game.
It's defense, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, so he's going to take away your guard first and then defense.
Okay.
I have healing abilities, so there must be hit points somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they're
there
not-
is health too.
Yeah.
So
Guard
like,
is
my
my
character
deck.
has 3 guard, 0 defense, and 2 health.
Yeah, so, but you have to go through guard and defense to get to your health.
Okay. So I'm down 2 guard.
Okay.
Okay.
Tyler. 1 success. For 1 guard is down first, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So I've got 2 guard.
Michael. Wow. Not only does he not have a success, he has 2 failures, 2 critical failures. So he is going to shoot at his friend, and like the guy, like as soon as he goes to aim, the other guy's more of a hot shot, right? So he just runs up, getting ready to fire, but the guy who aimed is like, "Oh shit!" and shoots and blows the other one's head off, which means that Sedge does not have anybody attacking him.
And the animator wasn't prepared for it, so that actually does have blood.
Yeah. It just blows the fuck up. And then Tony, the robot, goes and he puts his hands up and he looks and he starts shaking them a little bit and looks at them again and shakes them a little bit. Says, "These are supposed to turn into swords." But nothing happens because his offensive weaponry has been disabled. So that brings you back up, Tony.
Well, what a terrible disappointment for that robot. I think I should finish him off.
Probably.
It happens to all of us, buddy.
Yeah, that was.
He's actually okay with that. Please kill me.
Too embarrassed. to
This
go
never
on.
happened before. I don't want
This
it to
has
happen
never
again.
happened before.
2, 4, 3, 6. So
Oh yeah, you don't even need to roll. Yeah, damage. Yeah, you just take them and you just hack it to pieces. It collapses onto the New York City streets below. Michael, there
How many are left?
3.
I'm gonna reroute their aggression matrix through an emotional subroutine or something. I'm gonna press this button here and see what happens.
Change channel.
Yep. Exactly.
Roll me whatever dice. Give me a charisma on that one.
Charisma. So I have 2 charisma points.
Yeah, so 3
Oh,
d6.
3 dice. I have 2 4s and a 3.
All right. 2 of them turn into Care Bears.
All right. Look, I pressed the button and they're hugging.
Watch out for the Care Bear stare.
Yeah.
And
It's for
now
good. There's the bad Care Bears too, but
we get to Tyler. There were bad Care Bears, weren't they?
yeah, some I don't remember.
War bears.
The bears. They're just fucking bears. Like they're not. They're not toys. They mean business.
Just
Grizzly
bears.
Yeah.
So I will wave my hacking stuff away, pull my gun back out, and I'll just take a shot at one of the non-Care Bear dudes.
Sure. 1 hit will do it. Because they're
4135.
Yeah, you got him. Yeah, you just shoot him dead. And then at that point, Squall says, "Hey, I didn't even get to do anything." And then you see like a skinny.
Wait, are those guys dead?
Yeah, like wow, you. Yeah, and then a skinny black man comes up. And he's dressed like in a skin tight like black spandex suit, and he's like, "What just happened?"
Hey, I'm Dandelion from the Fingerless Lovers. How are you?
And yes,
We're still workshopping the name.
You might have a winner. So Squall looks at him and he says, They totally just killed all those AIM guys. And he says, that's not great. Remember when we killed people, it really hurt our hero score in the game. And Squall says, the game? And he's like, what? And Squall says, what? And he says, what? And then there's a lot of what's going back. And he says, forget it. And he says,
I took out a robot. I mean, that's
yeah, the robot was fine. You can kill as many robots as you want.
I just turned 2 of them into Care Bears is all.
No, I shot a guy right through the fucking
and
head.
they're playing, and as they high five, rainbows come out of their asses. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful sight.
Hey, you guys know how to get to Greyhawk from here?
Go. What? And Mental
Oh, yeah.
says,
I know Greyhawk. He's at the Tower of Justice.
yeah, that's DC.
My God.
Mental. He's
Batman?
like, give me a minute, because that does sound somewhat familiar. And he sits down, cross-legged on the ground, right on a syringe. Like, oh, what the fuck? And he's like,
85?
Oh, that was crack. That was crack.
Yeah. Okay. You smell crack. This was heroin. This was.
And it's 85,
that's
so
true.
he's
you-
dead of AIDS now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Chris Andrew cheered 100 bits to get the party to bring Care Bears with them as NPCs. God damn it, Chris Andrew.
That's a great idea. I should have thought of that.
We'll give everybody an extra D6 on their next roll because of that cheer. Thank you, Chris Andrew.
And I definitely do want to bring the Care Bears along now.
Son of a bitch.
I think we need to be specific about which bears we've
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, you'll have some time. Then we'll get to that before
That one's
next
Floppykins,
week's
and
next
that
week's
one
session.
is-
We'll actually figure out which Care Bears we're bringing with us, and we'll use the official Care Bear website as our.
Do they have stats on there? You know, do you think?
I imagine they do. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Weird not to, right?
Surely they're statted. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone statted him somewhere.
This has happened already. We're not treading new ground.
Yeah. So, Mental stands up and he's about to fall over. Squall, who's a big dude, grabs hold of him, steadies him, pulls the hypodermic needle out of his ass, drops it on the ground for somebody else to sit on or step on. And because this is
There's a little heroin
1985
left in
Alphabet
there
City.
Can't waste it.
And he says, I actually think I know where you need to go. And it's the top of the Empire State Building. And there's a room there that says no entry. And that should bring you to where you're looking for. And then,
How are we supposed to get in?
well, I might be able to help with that, Squall says. And he lets go of Mental, who just falls back down on the hypodermic needle.
Oh.
He'll be fine. This is
He's
the
actually
80s.
a heroin addict. This is good for him.
Yeah, we'll get him help. And Squall says to Tony, "Well, you could fly. The rest of you, I imagine, can't."
Do they not have elevators?
Well, we need to move quick because it's already 11:54 p.m. Eastern, and traffic this time of night. By the time, first of all, you think you're going 20 blocks. It's going to take you 2 hours, especially
Don't take
during
the
the
time.
holiday season.
Yeah.
This is Christmas. And then Mental says, he's like, well, I mean, if you go up 2nd Avenue, it's called 2nd Avenue is the worst. Because you have the bridge traffic, right? And the tunnel traffic right from there. So, Squall says, all right, fuck it. Here, stand close. Stand close.
20 blocks is only like a mile, according to my quick Google
I can
search.
get here. I can
run that.
First of all, you think you're getting through Herald Square by running? No dice. That's where Macy's is, friend. On Friday before Christmas, never gonna happen.
That is what the gun is for.
Well, this is New York, so that is fair. But it says I can actually help and get you to the top of this place pretty quickly. Just come closer.
All right, I grab the Care Bears and toss them one on each shoulder.
Forget about the Care Bears.
No. Toss the one on Sed's shoulders.
Yeah, just
They'll
put
get
him on a
spiked
spike.
and they'll stay.
Just pop them right in each spike.
You should also go spike the heads of a couple of those dudes
That's
on your pauldrons.
very sharp.
Yeah, you could spike a couple of the guys. Yeah, that'd be
Spike
perfect.
their heads on your pauldrons.
It's sharp, but I kind of like it. And then Squall gathers you up, and he says, "You're on your own. I can only take the 3, 5." As he counts the Care Bears, and he turns into this whirlwind, and just shoots off toward the Empire State Building. Do you follow, or do you want to do something else in New York for the next 4 minutes?
Like, damn, I could go for a slice of a Coke. But
You're able to grab there's a pizzeria right next door. You're able to grab a slice of the Coke on the way.
I got 2 hands. I'll be fine.
Every
And
time
then
you try
I'll-
to take a
then
bite,
I'll-
the head flops the wrong way.
What the stabilizers for?
Yeah. So you get to the top of the Empire State. You actually go inside, unlike everybody else. You're kind of pushing through people. And there is a door that says no entry.
I endure it.
Why would we stay out?
Yeah. Squall, as he drops you off, he says, hey, good luck, guys, and whatever that is you're doing. I never quite understood, but we didn't have a lot of time for exposition, so I'm going to blow. And then he flies off.
Bye.
I get it.
Yeah, see? Thank you.
I say it. See,
Say it, don't spray it.
Yeah.
not gonna lie, that's the
was
first
very
time I've ever
80s
been
of
inside
you.
a tornado.
Now I have 2 Care Bears to talk to, and you guys only have one thing apiece to talk to.
Yeah, but they're
My
both
scarf's still
impaled
billowing.
by their anus to
Oh, I didn't let him do
his,
that.
armor.
They're still sitting on my shoulders.
You open the door, and there is a large canyon in front of you. And as you step through, you're immediately much closer, but probably 10, 15 feet in the distance is a humanoid figure standing facing the canyon and facing away from you. And Will, what do they see and what do you say?
Well, of course, I turn around dressed in tattered robes, holding a huge leather-bound book with all kinds of pages and different types of, bookmarks and different, things in for different places. And I've got, the biggest freaking pencil that you've ever seen in your life. And I turn around and I see
It's
them
like one of those fat 1980 pencils.
Yeah, one of the very big, huge 1980s pencils. And I turn and go, oh, hello. What? Hey, hi, Tony. It's how you doing? And I take a couple of steps, gingerly back.
I am instantly filled with rage.
And that is where we end tonight's episode. Thank you, Chris Andrew, for cheering 1,000 bits for Will.
Hi, Chris.
That gives you 10 advantage die you can use. So mark that down.
An advantage die.
Yeah, so you get 10.
Nice.
Since it was specifically
Merry Christmas.
to you. Huzzah!
Yay.
I'm gonna need you to use those all on one roll.
You better believe it. I'm going to use them against
Good. You
Tony.
can fuck anybody up with that.
That very next roll.
I don't know why he's so mad. His head got put back on.
I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you.
So, thank you guys for hanging out with us on RPG Fridays. Thank you, Will, for just sitting here listening on Zoom.
It was fun.
For 3 hours with nothing to do.
It was good listening.
Sometimes his face got a little bit interesting to watch.
Yeah. There were some parts where I couldn't look at him because I knew
Yeah, don't look at him. He's going to be...
what his reaction
Like when we
was
were
going to
like
be.
when we were making fun of him, for example.
Yeah. No, that I actually looked deep into his eyes while we did that.
That was nothing but pure eye
You don't know
contact.
how hard it was not to type bullshit in the chat.
We will be back next week for the finale of the search for Will.
Now, is this a real finale, or is this going to be like the Leprechaun finale thing that took us 3 months to do that?
That's a great question. I think it's going to be the real finale. I think I've got the finale down to the 3 hours. We need to start a little earlier, or we're going to end a little later. But I've got 3 hours as you work to either kill Will and or find your way home.
Well, yeah.
And you still don't know where I went.
No.
Yeah. Gotta
I'll be
find
the limo.
Adam.
I'm just sitting in the limo watching college football on my phone while you guys are doing all this.
Where are those guys?
Like, what the? Told them to wait for
Marcel
me.
told them. I told Marcel to tell them to meet me in the limo.
Yeah, tell him go up, get a drink, and then come back. But yes, this is the Christmas miracle, getting Will back on the stream for a couple episodes. Well, for an episode and 5 minutes.
5 minutes in an episode. There you go.
It's It
came back strictly for you, Chris. I knew how much you missed me, man.
You've got the starring special guest appearance by.
Yeah, and no
There
Will.
it is.
I didn't put Will anywhere on. I'm not going to put him on the next one either because I'm not redoing the opening credits.
Oh no! I liked the going through the different things. That was cool.
Yeah, well, I went through as many of the different worlds that we played in our 6+ years or whatever it's been on this channel that I could remember anyway.
You did a good job.
Yeah, I specifically left off Greyhawk because that's where we're going to be for the entirety of the next session. So that's why there was no Greyhawk there. But I think I got everything else.
Get prepared to meet Silver Fox.
Yeah, Silver Wolf. And you were Swift Fox in Dragonlance.
Yeah, something like that.
That like Stone Moss or?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's two. Yeah, I can't remember anybody's names. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out with us on a very special episode.
Oh, did Brominard? Did he log off already?
I thought he was on earlier,
Let's
but
see. Yeah, no, it says that he's still here.
Yeah.
Maybe
So-
he's lurking.
Yeah.
Oh well.
He's
But
in
anyway.
such awe that you're here that he doesn't.
He's too emotional to speak. He's too.
Yeah.
No, he
there's-
fell the fuck asleep. That's what it was.
He's too busy crying right now. Tears of joy, of course.
Ergrin was my best character.
I
You
agree.
were correct.
We still, by the way, Kemchan is now playing Ergrin until we get rid of Ergrin and find a way to get. And Kemchan is really trying to make people like Ergrin.
What? No. I'm gonna have to talk to Kemchan. That's no. That goes against everything what Ergrin is.
I agree.
No.
Anyway,
not
guys, thanks for hanging out with us on D&D Fridays. We will be back next week for the finale of The Search for Will for Michael, Tyler, Sedge, Tony, and Will.Playa. You couldn't
No,
hear
that was
any of those
lame.
pew, pew,
That
pews.
was no.
That's
Practice.
terrible. All this
pew,
time
pew.
and you still blew it.
Yeah.
I am Adam saying
That was
goodnight.
worse than the worst.
It was. It was. You almost. I almost wish you weren't on to end this.
Like
stream.
right now.
It was
Yeah.
that bad. You ruined the entire stream with that one.
Auf Wiedersehen.
And you ruined it.
I did.
I am Adam saying goodnight. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another, and happy holidays. And we will see you next week on The Search for Will finale.
Ho ho ho!
Sugar,
Bye.
go. Sugar, go.
Bye now.
Sugar, go.
Dum, dum, dum. Dum, 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 dum.